Alright, let's be honest, this one shouldn't shock anyone. A new study just revealed that over 60% of US gamers only buy 2 games or fewer per year. And honestly, can you blame them? Between $70 price tags, DLC packs, battle passes, and subscription fatigue, it's getting expensive just to exist as a gamer right now. The data comes from Circana's 2024 Gamer Segmentation Report, which looked at how Americans play and spend on games. They found that 18 of gamers buy 1 game every 6 months, 12 buy just 1 game per year, and a massive 33% buy less than 1 game per year. Add that up, and you've got 63% of gamers barely buying anything new. Now compare that to a decade ago when people were lining up at midnight for physical copies, collector's editions, and new releases. Times have changed. This doesn't mean people are losing interest in gaming. In fact, Circana says 71% of Americans play games. That's around 236 million people. But instead of buying more games, we're spending more time in the ones we already have. Live service titles, free-to-play models, Game Pass, PlayStation Plus, Fortnite, Apex Legends, they all give us a huge library without needing to buy new releases every few months. The industry has shifted from ownership to access. Why pay $70 when you can play hundreds of titles for a flat monthly fee? Let's talk about price. Games aren't just $60 anymore. The new standard is $70 for base editions and sometimes over $100 for deluxe or ultimate bundles. Then there's season passes, microtransactions, DLC, and cosmetics. Even the hardware's getting pricier. And for a lot of people, that's just not sustainable. Circana also found that 46% of gamers spent $0 in the last 6 months, meaning almost half didn't buy a single thing. Not one game, not one add-on. It's not that players don't care. It's that everything's competing for our wallets: subscriptions, streaming, groceries, rent. The math just doesn't work anymore. According to Circana, only about 16% of players are super gamers, the ones who play across multiple platforms and buy several games per year. They're the backbone of the market, basically carrying the spending for everyone else. That's why publishers chase whales, those hyper enthusiasts who'll drop $120 on launch day and come back for DLC. But when a small group drives most of the profits, the industry becomes fragile. If those players burn out or move on, the system breaks down fast. So yeah, 60% of gamers buying only 2 games a year? Not surprising at all. We're in a new era where playing doesn't always mean buying. People are choosing subscriptions, replaying older titles, or just sticking with live service games that keep evolving. But it's also a warning sign. If the cost to stay current keeps climbing, we risk alienating the everyday gamer, the kid who just wants to try something new without spending half their paycheck. So, what about you? How many new games did you actually buy this year, and how many did you just play for free? Let me know in the comments below, because I think we're seeing a big culture shift, and maybe it's time studios started listening. If you found this breakdown interesting, hit that like button, subscribe for more gaming industry deep dives, and I'll catch you in the next one.